Hey YouTube, welcome back to another edition of Cycle QMX. I'm your host, Ryan Wood, and we're still on the road to Red Bull Crankworx. Today, I got my buddy coming out. He's gonna bring out his Jeep to help us do some shuttle runs up the hills, and he's gonna bring out his drone, so hopefully we're gonna get some good drone footage. The ramp we built last week, it's a no-go. Somebody ran right through it with the, I don't know, car or something. I don't know, it's got a big hole in it. I'll show you a clip of that. But otherwise, stay tuned and let's make this happen. So what do you think, Jeff? Sorry, YouTube. I guess this is a good time of any to talk about it while he's setting up. You know, is why we're doing all this. You know, being a part of off-roading, being a part of, you know, doing extreme sports. Some people may wonder, you know, why you want to do all that? Why you want to make that stuff happen? Why you want to go down those hills? You know, there ain't no reason. Sometimes you just got to do things just because your soul tells you to do it, and it makes you feel good. And that's what this is all about. Is just, you know, getting out and being adventurous, and, you know, not worried about consequences, not worrying about, you know, your health, or, you know, if you're gonna break something, or you're gonna ruin something, or something's not gonna work out right. Sometimes you just have to go for it. Sometimes you just have to, you know, put all things aside and, you know, and just make things happen. And that thrill, the energy that you get off of that is amazing. And why does anybody do anything adventurous? You know, it's because we're thrill seekers. It's something we want to do. It's something inside of us. And this is just part of that. You know, not having a motor on this bike. You know, anybody could have a motor on a bike and do jumps and do tricks. And you can go buy a quad, you can go buy an ATV, you can go buy an ATC, you can go buy any of those things. You can go buy a motorcycle, a dirt bike, make it into what you want. But, you know, with this, with no motor, the thrill, the energy, the gravity, you know, it's just exhilarating. And a part of that is, you know, is being out here, just being outdoors and being a part of this beauty and being a part of this. And, you know, I don't think we respect that enough. And being in a wheelchair, a lot of people don't realize, you know, just going outside sometimes is a struggle. Sometimes just getting out of bed is a struggle. So for somebody like myself to be out here and doing stuff like this is, you know, for most people unheard of. And so for that fact alone, we're going to continue to do this. If you guys have any questions or have any comments, just leave them down below. If this is your first time joining us, check out some of our other videos. Check out some of the stuff we're doing. Check out our downhill bikes. And, you know, stay tuned because this is only the beginning.
Okay, hold on.
Woo-wee. All right, everyone. Ryan is on the trail behind me. He's at the very top. You can't really see him. Top of Jeff's truck is like directly behind me. He's about to head down and we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna set up the GoPro like kind of right where I am right now. It's kind of in the bottom of the hill here, and then it goes right up a hill. So we'll see how this goes. All right.
Jeff following it up. I kind of took it easy, just hit the brakes on the way down, try and check it out. But the problem is, see these power lines right here? If we try to run the drone, they may interfere. So there's another trail behind us. We're gonna check that one, maybe a little bit easier for the drone to fly.
Okay.
So this morning was a little rough, you know, waking up 6 a.m., getting all your gear together, getting everybody together, getting all your stuff in the car, getting your spouse up, getting the dog up, getting your friends up, getting them motivated, getting everybody out to where you need to be to make things happen isn't always easy. And you know, if you've ever been depressed or if you've ever been sad or ever been anything like that, you know how hard it can be sometimes just to get motivated and get out of bed. And being in a wheelchair is just that much harder. Being somebody who's disabled or has some kind of handicap or some kind of disability, sometimes just getting out of bed is your struggle. Sometimes just getting dressed is the struggle. I know for myself, sometimes it takes me 10, 15, 20 minutes just to get dressed. You gotta roll around, get your shoes on, get your socks on, get your pants on, get your underwear on. You know, everybody's gotta put their pants on one leg at a time, and the only difference with somebody in wheelchairs, they gotta do it in the bed. You know, they gotta roll around or try to do it in their chair, and you know, it's just not easy getting out of bed. So coming out here, for me, is freedom. You know, I'm not worried about my disability, I'm not worried about my condition, I'm not worried about anything. The only worries I got is going down this hill and, you know, whether, you know, I could potentially die or break something. You know, those are real concerns, you know, and it puts everything else into perspective. You know, is it really that big of a deal? It takes you 20 minutes to get the pants on when, you know, you come out here and you could die. You could get bit by a rattlesnake, you could fall off your bike, you could break a wheel, you could break your arm, and then you'd really be in a world of hurt. So, you know, why do it? You know, why be a part of it? And I think for me, it's just in my blood, and it's not in everybody's blood, and it's not in everybody's being to do this type of stuff. And if it ain't you, then don't do it. Just know that it's not you. Find your thing. Find your thing that makes you get up every morning and makes you want to go do something. Makes you feel like you want to get those pants on and get those boots on and get those shoes on, get that helmet on, and just go be free. Live life to the fullest. And that's, if anything, if you guys learn anything from this show and from what I do out here, is just live your life. You know, everybody's got a condition. Everybody's got something wrong with them, but those are all just excuses. Just go out and just make it happen, and just wake up and decide you're gonna do it and just go do it. And I think that's the most important thing, is not to overthink something, not to worry about it, but just to go do it. It may not always turn out right, like today is not turning out so right. Last week didn't turn out right. We built the ramp and it didn't work out. We came out this week and the ramp was destroyed. You know, what do I do? You know, it's like, do you just throw in your towel and give up? Or do you strive forward and work even harder to do that? I don't know about you, but for me, the struggle, the part of it, you know, that just gives me more motivation to try even harder, to do more and go bigger and do more. So with that being said, I think they finally got the drone set up. Let's hit this hill and let's be adventurous.
Okay, Ryan is up there on the hill. You can see his... There he is. The drone is not working, so I'm walking way over here to see if I can't get some footage from a different angle besides just the GoPro on his head. So hopefully I can make it to where I can get something. We'll see.
Don't tell Mom about this, though.
Why?